In different corners of the world, messages are being exchanged and unexpected connections are forming. Leaders are reaching out to one another, sending letters of praise and support, hinting at alliances that could grow stronger in the future. These gestures may seem small, but they remind us that behind the scenes, relationships are always shifting, shaping the path the world may take tomorrow. But beyond politics and power, the real stories of today are about people, their struggles, their fears, and their unshakable hope. In some regions, hospitals that were once safe havens have turned into places of sorrow. Buildings shake, windows shatter, and families rush to protect their loved ones. Doctors and nurses, exhausted and overwhelmed, do everything they can with the little they have. Medicine is scarce, food is running out, and the simplest things, like clean water, become treasures that few can find. Mothers cradle their children, whispering promises of safety even when they themselves are uncertain. Fathers search endlessly for supplies, for anything that will keep their families alive another day. And through it all, the voices of children echo, sometimes with cries of hunger, sometimes with the laughter of innocence that refuses to be silenced, even in the darkest times. In other places, streets are filled with people demanding change. Protests rise not out of anger alone, but out of love, for family, for country, for freedom. Entire cities pause as transport stops, businesses close, and thousands march side by side. Signs are lifted high, chants fill the air, and communities come together with one voice, calling for justice, calling for answers, calling for hope. These movements show that even in uncertainty, unity has power, and still beyond these protests there is unrest. Explosions thunder in the distance, shaking homes and scattering families. In some towns, smoke rises above rooftops, a reminder of how fragile peace can be. Agreements made only days ago fall apart, and promises are broken. Each strike leaves behind loss, and each broken truce deepens mistrust. The people living through it all are left to wonder, how long can this continue? How much more must they endure? My friend, when we step back and look at the bigger picture, it feels as though the world is holding its breath. On every continent, in every nation, there are stories of struggle and division, and yet within each of those stories there is also resilience. People still wake up each morning, still care for their families, still help their neighbors, still believe that tomorrow might be better. Far away from these struggles, behind closed doors, powerful figures sit together at long tables. Their conversations stretch for hours, filled with cautious words and careful promises. They speak of progress, of steps toward peace, of shared understanding. And yet when the meetings end, the world outside often remains unchanged. No final agreements are made. No signatures are written that can stop the suffering overnight. Instead, the talks end with phrases like progress made or steps forward, reminders that peace is never a single moment but a long, difficult journey. What stands out most in these meetings is not always what is said, but what is left unsaid. Voices are missing from the table, perspectives are left unheard, and people watching from the outside can't help but wonder, can true peace be built without everyone involved? Can trust be restored if not all hands are part of the solution? Other nations, communities, and families are watching closely. They wait for news, worried about how these talks may shape their own future. Will these conversations bring safety, or will they only add to the uncertainty? For those on the ground, the promises of distant leaders feel far away. Life continues, struggles remain, and each day is met with the same challenge: survive, endure, hope. And yet, even in the silence of broken agreements, even in the despair of endless conflict, there is a truth that cannot be erased. Humanity still longs for peace. People march for it, pray for it, negotiate for it. Parents dream of it for their children. Leaders speak of it in their speeches, and ordinary neighbors show it in small acts of kindness, sharing food, offering shelter, lending strength. Peace, though fragile, lives in every heart that refuses to give in to hatred. It lives in every community that chooses unity over division. It lives in every conversation where two sides agree to sit down, no matter how far apart they may be. My friend, when we weave all these threads together, the suffering, the protests, the broken promises, and the cautious talks, we see a single tapestry of our time. A world that struggles, but also a world that hopes. A world that fights, but also a world that dreams of healing. The question that remains is the same for us all. Will we continue down the path of division, letting mistrust and violence shape the